What's up, everybody? It is your boy Mike on the mic. Yeah. I hope y'all are doing well. I just got off the phone with West Coast. He's about to get on with us. Also, I'm looking for my boy.
Going live with West Coast Cowboy, man. What a dream come true. But I'm just
Let's see
chilling in
here.
the studio in full effect.
I'm waiting on my boy Ken Fulton as well. So we'll wait just a minute while people log in. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you're on. Y'all like the blue, man? I got it all blued out in here. I think, let's see here. Am I live? How's everybody doing? I'm just waiting for my boy West Coast to get on. We're going to talk about family, faith, and football. I'm also waiting for my boy Kim Fulton to join. I'm trying to bring him on, but waiting on West Coast. He just got out of practice, and they had some donuts with the kids after practice because they won on Sunday. So shout out to West Coast and his kids winning. We're going to talk about a few things today that are very interesting in the NFL. Some things that not only hit home to heart in my house, but should hit home to heart in every household across the nation. And I think you know what I'm talking about, maybe a little bit what Des Bryant was tweeting out against the LGBTQ. We have nothing against gay people at all. We love them. But let's not push it on our children and push it on the NFL. You know, NFL is a masculine sport. We don't want women in men's sports. We just don't. If you are just joining in, I'm just waiting for West Coast to join in. Man, the Cowboys OTAs has been crazy lately. We've been waiting on Trayvon Diggs. We've been waiting on Micah Parsons to come back. We're going to have training camp here coming up at the end of July, and I will be out in California. I'm going to link up with my boy West Coast out there in Oxnard. So y'all stay tuned at the end of July. West Texas Dallas Cowboys podcast will be live in Oxnard, bringing you all the latest news. So right now, did y'all hear where Jones said that he was going to bring in some people, some undrafted free agents from the UFL? Let me see if I can see y'all in the comments. I think I got to bring him on real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all bear with me real quick while I get West Coast on. I got to let him in. Why does it say private chat right here? Huh? I don't need to make that private. No.
Just got off the phone with West Coast. He's about to get on with us.
What's up, Michael Trejo? How you doing, man? Dilly dilly, Cowboy Nation. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to West Texas Dallas Cowboys podcast while we're waiting.
What's up, Michael Trejo? How you doing, man? Dilly dilly, Cowboy Nation.
We're waiting on West Coast right now. He's about to get on here.
West Texas Dallas Cowboys podcast while we're waiting.
Who's y'all's favorite player in the draft? Let me know. Do y'all like Tyler Booker
Cowboy Nation. We're waiting on West Coast
as a Raku?
to get on here. Who's y'all's favorite player in the draft? Let me know. Y'all like
Siobhan Ravel in the 3rd round. Y'all let me know who's your favorite one. Jadon Blue,
as a Raku?
Jay Toya. What it is, what it is. Who's your favorite?
Who's y'all's favorite player in the draft? Let me know. Y'all like Siobhan Ravel in the 3rd round? Y'all let me know who's your favorite one. Jadon Blue, Jay Toya.
Sorry, this is repeating, y'all. I'm still waiting on West Coast. I think he's about to get on here in just a second. I think I got to accept his invite somehow. Let's see. Call my boy Javier real quick. Man, who's winning the game right now? Y'all let me know in the chat. Who y'all going for, OKC or Indiana? Last time I watched, OKC was up.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone,
I wonder why it's not. Hey, Javier. Yo, yo. Are y'all tuning in? Can y'all hear me fine on the podcast? Are y'all watching the game? Okay. I'm waiting on West Coast to jump on here. Yeah, I'm live right now. Let me call you right back. We're waiting on West Coast, y'all. How y'all doing? Cowboy Nation. Man, it's been exciting in training camp. We're gonna talk about a few things today. I'm just waiting on my boy, West Coast. Let me see if I can get a hold of Javier and see why. And if not, I'm gonna ask Chat GPT. Hey, Javi, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Nothing much. How you doing, man? I'm live right now on the podcast, and I'm just trying to see. It'll pop up at the top whenever he joins in, or
Yes.
Oh.
As soon as he clicks on that link and he joins on the channel,
Mhm.
it'll tell you at the top that he joined the chat or the stream, and then there's a link immediately right next to it that says allow him into the stream.
All
If
right.
you don't see that means he hasn't joined yet.
All right. Let me call him real quick.
All right.
All right.
your call has been forwarded.
Just let me know when you're joining in. I'm gonna go ahead and get the show started. Oh, there he is, right here, y'all. There you are.
Get it, mean.
What it do?
Hey man, I apologize for being late. Like I said, man, we they gave out donuts. The parents brought donuts for the kids for them not allowing any touchdowns. And I thought we were getting out at 7. We didn't end up getting out of there until like 7:15.
That's what's up. Man, have you ever had this water right here? It's called Hallstein, man. It's really good water. It's supposedly the best water in the world because all 7 elements has the best.
Okay.
It took them like 30 years to find it, but I ordered this online and I love it. Ever since I started drinking it, man, I just can't go back.
Yeah, I need some of that. I need some water that I can't go back from. That sounds like the water of life.
Yes, man. It has all the minerals and everything, man. So it's definitely changed my life. It helped me lose like 20 pounds drinking this water. But anyhow, how was practice?
Dude, practice is good, man. Practice was good. Practice was good. I mean, it's flag, so I mean, it's it can only be as intense as it is. You know what I'm saying? But it was good. You know what I'm saying? I try to everything I do as far as when it comes to football, everything I do is always based around getting you prepared for tackle. So, I always try to make sure that we're doing things that have to do with tackle that are gonna so when tackle's ready, we can be able to tackle better and things like that. So. Our practice, even though it's flag, it'd be pretty intense. We have a good time though. They was competing.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm looking at the chat right now. You only got a few people watching right now. Earlier we had like 22 log on, but I think we got 21 now. But anyhow, I was watching the game, man. Indiana OKC. It's in the fourth quarter right now, 96-85 OKC. Indiana was
Game
down.
one?
Yes, sir. Game one.
Mm.
Who you going for, man?
The Lakers? Nah, I'm playing. Man, I ain't got no man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm so like Dallas Cowboyed out, man. I probably stopped watching the NFL. I mean, I probably stopped watching the NBA. Probably, man. I ain't gonna lie. When Kobe passed, it killed it for me, man.
Right. Yeah, that was a tough one.
It killed it for me. Like it's hard for me to watch the NBA these days, man. Because
Right.
it just killed it for me. Like the whole. And then, like, man, there be like the NFL is a year round sport now, man. So, like, you theoretically can be because at one point when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? I'm 42. So when I was a kid, when I was younger, man, like there was a time where NFL you really couldn't hear or see or anything about the NFL. It was like black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, with the NFL Network and everything else that's going on with the NFL is like a 365-day sport now. Like in the off season, to be honest with you, it's damn near as entertaining as the regular season now.
Right. Yeah. Man.
So I mean, so that's why people always ask me what's your favorite basketball team? The Dallas Cowboys. Because when the NBA, because I'm gonna tell you, man, listen, the same day the Lakers won their last championship in the bubble, that was the same day Dak Prescott broke his fibula in New York Giants. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It was not a championship day for me. Like I was sick, bro, when Dak broke his leg in that Giants game. I was sick.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Sick. I was sick, bro.
And my kids were young at that time, and they saw it on the big screen, and they were just like, they didn't even want to look. It was pretty horrific.
Yeah, I was sick, bro. Like that, and literally, 3 hours later, the Lakers won the world championship, and I did not care. Like it meant nothing to me, bro. I was sick because I knew my season was over, bro.
Right. Yeah. Well, at least he came in and won the game. Well, who came in and won the game for him? The redheaded.
Was it Cooper Rush?
No, it was the other one that played for the Saints. What's the redhead? They used to play for the Bengals for a long
Andy
time.
Dalton?
TCU, huh?
Andy Dalton, the Red Raider?
Yeah, I think it was either Andy Dalton that came in, but I can't remember, man. That was crazy, man. Anyhow, yeah, so appreciate you coming on the show, man. Short notice like that, man. I'm just starting my podcast, and so I hollered at West Coast, and he was kind enough with his busy schedule to come get on the podcast with me, and I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man. Let's get to some content, man. What you got? What you trying to talk about, man? Let's do it.
So yeah, item one. I wanted to talk about OTAs first,
Okay.
and then we'll probably end off with what Des was talking about at the end. But yeah,
Can I do something real quick? Hey, you guys, if you're watching right now, I need everybody right now to share this content. You guys know I'm a totally different content creator when we got about 150, 200 people up in here, man. So I need everybody right now to share the content. Share the content. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, man, hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any new content that comes through here, man. So make sure you guys hit that share button. Share the content, and then hit that subscribe button. And also, we each one of us have our cash apps up there. If you hear something you want to add to the conversation, Lord, If you hear something you like or you hear something you want to add to the conversation, make sure you guys hit that Cash App button, man. Make sure you hit that Cash App button so this content like this can continue to grow.
Right,
But
right,
hey,
right.
share because it's absolutely free.
Yes, and I'm gonna have one of my friends, Kim Fulton, joining us. He's friends with Tyler Guyton's dad and the Guyton family. So here in just a minute, he's probably gonna join on with us as well. I'm just trying to figure out how to add him on here, man.
All you do is copy there's-
I don't think he has.
he doesn't have to have restream. It'll allow him to do it as a guest.
Oh,
It'll allow him to, enter the show as a guest.
okay, yeah. Well, then I'll share that with him while we're talking. But OTAs today, I didn't really get a chance to watch a whole lot today on OTAs on what was going on. But I know that they were talking about Diggs, and the reporters were talking to Stephen Jones about some stuff yesterday about if they have anybody in mind, you know. And he said maybe the UFL, but we don't have nobody on the front burner right now. So, but what's your opinion about bringing in another corner, man? That's what I was thinking.
I mean, we can bring in another corner, but I mean, my question is like, are people saying you want a better corner than what we already have, or we just want to go get we need a body? Because I don't know if you can go find a better corner than what we currently have right now, especially if we're hoping that Diggs is going to be healthy to play. You know what I'm saying? If we're just looking for a body, then yeah, we can go. Going to be released from teams that we could definitely go get. You know what I'm saying? But it's
right.
but a lot of times fans are saying when they say we want us to go get another corner, they're actually saying we want to go get a guy that's better than what we have right now. And a lot of times that's not really possible.
Right. So you think Gilly is still got something left in the tank?
Man, if he believe he does, I believe. I mean, you know, he's gonna be a boundary corner. So I mean, you got to be more savvy than athletic. So I mean, I definitely believe if he could play the game, he could still probably play at a very high level. He's a free agent. Do I believe if he's on this team? But that's the thing. Like, my question is this: if you bring in Gilmore, what are you bringing him as? Because you're saying that you don't believe Trevon Diggs is going to be back by the beginning of the season.
So this is
my thing. If you're doing that, then you're probably thinking that if Trevon Diggs isn't going to be back at the end for the like half of the season, then that makes me believe that I may not get even the real Diggs back. So then you might just need to go get a guy that can actually play high level for 17 games.
Right. So I think just because of how brutal the schedule is this year, that is a position where, let's face it, people get hurt in the cornerback position. And to go through the amount of games that we have to go through, especially at the end of the season, I think bringing in someone like a Stephon Gilmore, if he understands his assignment, and just coming in to lock in with Elam, keep him Bland in the slot, man, that's a lockdown cornerback room, you know. But they're wanting these young players to develop as well. I understand that, but we're coming out and playing the Eagles week 1, you know. And if these guys can get home and our offense is playing well, we won't have to, worry about it as much, because we'll just be going after the passer. But they're more of a run team. And I was looking last year, Gilmore had like 60-something tackles for the Vikings. That's a lot for a corner. I think he had he had 63 tackles, I think, for us when he played for us in 23. And then last year he had like 56 or something like that.
Yeah, Gilmore gonna come up and make a tackle. He gonna, and not even just running back. That's wide receiver, at least is in his area.
Right.
So I mean, the thing about Gilmore is, man, he's durable. At his age, he's probably more durable over the last 4 years than Trevon Diggs, and Trevon Diggs is probably 5 years younger than him. You know what I'm saying? So, because Gilmore's been playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I will never be against bringing in something that makes my team better and that is better than, especially if you ask me any player, if he instantly comes in and he's going to get playing time, then he should probably be on this team. If Gilmore's on this team, he's going to play because he's going to be one of the better, if not your top 3 corner. If Diggs is out of here, he's going to be your top 2 corner. So yeah, he for sure should be on our team. Probably, I mean, it also lets you know the Cowboys should have re-signed him.
They should have never let him go, in my opinion.
If you're talking about bringing him back, that means you should have never let him go.
Yeah, so either they're planning to bring him back, and once they get to Oxnard, like they did last year, or they're just gonna try to let these other corners see who's the best until Diggs comes back. Or if they're planning on trading Diggs, they need to bring in Gilmore, But
I mean, trading Diggs right now would probably be like it would probably be like a that'd probably be putting that would it would be it would be hard to find a team that's interested in a player that if you don't know when he's going to come back. He didn't play a lot of last year. He's making top player money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're a team trading for the best situation that can happen for Trevon Diggs in any organization is that he's healthy and that he can play for us. That's the best thing, bro. That's the best scenario. Because think about this: if you're a new organization taking on a trade, you're going to be taking on the risk that we're taking on right now. We're just shifting the risk off onto you now. You know what I'm saying? But you're still going to take that risk. And then the thing about medical that I don't like versus a contract dispute is like when someone's out because of medical, they can be out as long as they want to be, man. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, who's to say that someone's still hurting? You know what I'm saying?
right.
When it's a contract, it's like, shoot, the money's right. We playing. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
But it's like, I wouldn't want to if I was a team, I wouldn't even want to get involved in that.
right. I think it's a lot better than bringing in a Ramsey, though. Everybody's just like Ramsey, and I'm just like, man, just bring in Stephon Gilmore. You don't have to give away any draft capital, and he'll probably play for anywhere from $5 to $8 million for a year, instead of paying someone $20 million a year. We need to pay our own guys. Speaking of that, when are they going to pay Micah, man? When do you think they're going to? Just like they always.
I mean, Micah said that he's going to be coming to mandatory OTA, so that lets me know that he either one or two things are going to happen. Either one, he already knows that he's going to get paid at some point, and that's why he's being vocal about coming to OTAs, mandatory OTAs. Because if you want to get paid, and somebody says they don't want to pay you, then you got to find an opportunity to hold out. Well, mandatory OTAs is their first opportunity where you can hold out, is where you can tell them, look, man, if you don't pay me, I'm not playing. And Mike has already given up that leverage by saying, oh, I'm going to be there. Well, by you saying you're going to be there, you give up that leverage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by him giving up that leverage, it makes me believe that he, for one, either believes or knows that he's about to get paid here soon. Because if you didn't know you were going to get paid, you don't give up that leverage and tell someone, yo, I'm going to come. Heck nah, you can find out like everybody else does.
True that. Sometimes they be doing stuff that we don't know behind closed doors, So we will definitely see. I think they'll probably have I heard that the contract's already on the table. They're just trying to work out the guaranteed money, but I guess we'll see. So what else?
With the Joneses, that means they ain't got no contract in. Because the guarantee be the man. That's like saying, like, I made a strawberry cake. I made a strawberry cake and forgot the strawberries. That ain't a cake. That ain't a strawberry cake, then, brother. That's just that's a regular cake, then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. So I guess they're just gonna roll with the corners that they got. I think who was the guy that was really good last year before he got hurt out of those rookie corners? It was like Josh Booth. Was it him that was doing really good? Not Booth. No, what was the other one's name?
Kalen Carson?
No, not Carson. Not Booth. He was doing real good, and then he got hurt. Remember?
Butler. Yeah, Butler. I don't think he wasn't a rookie, though.
Yeah, it was Butler. Yeah, Josh Butler. It was either Butler or Booth. One of them. No, I don't think it was Booth. I think it was Butler. Yeah. So I thought Butler was doing really good. Is he still hurt? Does anybody?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I mean, he had a charity event just last week, so he better not be doing charity events and you ain't healthy.
Right. Well, Micah Parsons is coming to Canyon, Texas, which is about 10 minutes from here, to throw a camp at the end of June. So I was going to, actually, when I'm on vacation, I'm going to be out in Cali whenever he shows up. So, yep.
That's exactly how it works out, too.
So anyway, sorry, I was on
do something else.
What's up now? I can't see. I guess I lost your video, West Coast.
I know. I said That's exactly how it be. As soon as they come into town, you're out of town doing something else.
Right.
I just turned my camera off for like 2 seconds. I got to fix
No, go ahead. You're good.
Sure.
Say, hey, what's up with you, Ken?
Hey, what's up, bro? My bad, man.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Awesome, brother. So, yeah, we're going to be tailgating with Tyler Guyton. This is Ken Fulton Jr. His dad, Ken Fulton Sr., is friends with Tyler Guyton's dad. And we're going to have him on the podcast soon. Y'all stay tuned for that. Also, I know Drake London does not play for the Cowboys, but I've became friends with his dad. And so y'all stay tuned for me to go on with Mr. London soon as well. And I'm a little tired today, man. I just got off the grill, man, and we made some hibachi. And I did a bunch of cooking, and we were supposed to have my friend LeKent come over and get on the podcast, but man, he didn't make it tonight. I guess something came up, but it's all good. It's all good. So we saw Des Bryant tweet out, NFL is not gay. He was like, nothing against the gays, you know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the NFL. And I was talking with West Coast last night. We were talking about, this is a masculinity, like this is a masculine sport. And, Donald Trump took all the said it's not right for women to play in men's sports anymore. So it's illegal too. But I know they're still fighting that and fighting us in the NFL. And but we got to take a stand, man, because it's just not right for them to force that kind of stuff on our children. There's kids that look up to these players and look up to playing in the NFL one day, and it's just a whole different world than what I grew up in the 80s. I'm 45 years old, and it's just been like a slow progression of them just trying to push it on us. Before that, it was racism with Kaepernick, trying to take a knee. It's just like the devil's always trying to, plot and scheme to figure out what he can do to cause chaos, and when it all boils down to it, man, we all love each other, man. Nobody cares what color your skin is when you're playing football together,
Exactly.
So yeah, man, I just think that we just need to take a stand as leaders, and just say, this is not right for our kids, So
Yeah, I don't see what it has to do with football. That's my thing. I'm just like, let's keep it football.
right.
Yeah.
All this extra stuff is like, no.
But luckily it's June, so we got it's not even going. Hopefully it's not going.
And this is Father's Day, man, on the 15th, man.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to take the father and strip us from our masculinity, even with the women these days. It's just a whole different world, man, like I said, that we're growing up in. But all we can do is pray, man, stand up for what we believe in, and just love people,
Mm-hmm.
Pray for
Yeah,
them, man.
it really lets you know the impact of the game of football too, because football is kind of like pregnancy for a woman. Like when you meet a woman who's like, I don't ever want to have kids, you don't ever look at that woman and be like, oh, okay. First thing I think of is like, she's weird. She's weird, because that's a part of being a woman, bruh. If you meet a dude, listen, you don't even got to have a favorite team, because I understand with fantasy football now, I used to get so mad, but because of fantasy football, a lot of people don't have favorite teams now. They have favorite players, right? So you'll meet people that are literally, he'll have on a Zeke jersey today and have a Jefferson jersey on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's happening in football too. But as long as they're watching football, I'm not tripping. But when we all know, if you meet, say your sister brings her new boyfriend home, what's the first thing you're going to ask him? Hey, bro, what's your team?
Yeah, exactly.
If he looks at you and says, bro, I don't watch football, you're going to look at your sister and be like, what is up with this dude? Like, he can even be like, if he says he's an Eagles fan, I'll be like, man, F y'all. You know what I mean? I'm going to have some banter back and forth. But if you flat out look me in your face and be like, yeah, I don't watch football, I'm looking at my sister like, bro, are you serious? Like, you found a man who don't like football? Are you kidding me right now?
That's a unicorn.
Exactly. That's a unicorn. Football is a part of our subculture, man. As a man, it's a part of our subculture. So when you see things like this, that is a clear attack on masculinity. It's because football is a masculine sport. Like, listen to me. That's why you don't have, and listen, there's nothing against girls, but that's why the transition between girls playing tackle football and is so hard because it's literally not meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the only girls who can play tackle football are the ones who have the body structure to do it. Meaning you are ridiculously fast or you're really, really big.
Or you
Right?
can kick the ball. Or you're a kicker.
Or you're a kicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your body structure is going to determine if you can play tackle football. Girls flag football, I'm telling y'all this right now. Girls flag football is going to be the biggest women's sport in America. It's going to take over girls basketball. It's more exciting. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's the next wave. But as far as tackle, you'll never see. I'm sorry, like you'll never like. I'm not gonna say I probably say it, but I would be surprised if you ever see a female in the NFL and playing with tackle helmet. It's just because that's not how the sport is designed. And you know what's so crazy about it? That's like the one thing that even the people who say equality this and equality this, they're like, that's okay. We can leave football alone. Like we can have equality in everything, but football, yes, the best people need to play. Leave my sport alone.
Right.
Leave my sport alone.
Unless the transgenders want to come play the Cowboys for a scrimmage, you know.
Bruh, listen to me. They had to write in a gay character in their Game of Thrones. I took that. I took that on my chin. I sat there. I took that. Right.
Right.
I'm not gonna take football. I'm not doing it, bruh.
No.
I'm not doing it, bruh. I'm not doing it, bruh.
Shout out to Dez, man. Throw up the X. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, that's the hardcore truth, man. Sometimes we got to just tell the people the truth and love, you know. Just because sometimes people can't handle the truth, it's still the truth, you know, and it's all in how you present it, you know. Tell the truth in love. And man, I've had friends that were gay before, man, and I had to cast the demon out of them, and then they weren't gay no more.
I love it.
You're not born that way. You're not born that way. It's a demon, bro, and it's demonic, and you could tell by the way they did it with the Olympics, and just all those demonic entities are real. That blue man, that's a real entity. It's a Hindu god, and it's a transvestite god. If you do the research on that, and that's what they're trying to push on us. You know, it's the Antichrist agenda, and man, if you're an NFL player and you're listening to this, man, just stay strong and just keep doing your thing and don't pay none of that no business, man. But I appreciate you, Dez, man, for standing up. And
that boy West Texas said, if I'm gonna crash out and get canceled, I'm crashing all the way out.
Facts.
we
You don't know exactly where I stand.
well, we love him, man, but you know, just don't. It's just
You gonna crash out, crash all the way out. I heard that. Hey, I stand with you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, anybody have anything to say about that in the comments, man? If not, we're gonna keep on trucking. What do you want to talk about, Ken, man? What you talking about, man?
Yeah, I don't know. My bad. I missed like half of this. I don't even know what you guys talking about.
We were talking about bringing Gilly back. And,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have him back, man. He was always my favorite player, man. He was always solid, you know. And that game against AJ Brown, where he made him fumble at the end, and we won that game.
Yeah,
he's an eagle killer, bro. And I would love to have him week 1 with Deron Bland and Elam on the other side, and then man, also these linebackers that we got. They're saying Brian Broaddus is saying that it's an upgrade from last year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, what do you think about Kenneth Murray and what he's going to bring to the table? Also, the guy from the white guy from the Bears.
Sanborn.
Sanborn. So, and then we're going to have Leofau as well.
I like Leofau.
Yes.
I think Sanborn he's gonna set the tone on the defense because he's coming over from Matt Eberflus's system, and he's probably gonna know the terminology and stuff like that, help the guys coming in. So that's one guy I'm looking for. Kenneth Murray, I liked him coming out of Oklahoma. I just don't know. I mean, I hope he does well. I just really haven't seen much since he's been in the league.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody got mad at me when I said it.
Yeah, I mean, he's very athletic. That's
And
one
then
thing
you got to
he's
think
really-
like this: you haven't done much in the league, and then you're expected to be my day one starter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I hope he does well, but I just haven't seen much. Very athletic, though. Very athletic.
He did have over 100 tackles last year, didn't he, for the Titans?
Yeah, but I mean, they let him go. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to think, man, you're going to be the middle linebacker of a deep in the run. That means you're going to have to be physical yourself. That means you're going to tackle, and then you're going to have to be smart enough to understand where to put these guys in position to stop these run fits. So it's like his athleticism. I love his athleticism too, but it's like I don't even necessarily need an athletic middle linebacker because Sean Lee was not very athletic, but that white boy was freaking smart than a mug. You know what I mean? Like he was smart than a mug. So it's like right now I value you being smart. You know what I'm saying? Because the quarterbacks that the first quarterback we gonna get is gonna be a Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna do that. They gonna be running that ball, man. So it's like you're gonna have to be able to diagnose play action pass. He's gonna have to be able to diagnose the RPO because they run RPO over there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be a lot that you're gonna have to process that first week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dope because you got 3 months to prepare for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we had Overshown right now. That's all I got to say.
yeah, facts. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that a lot of these players are a lot more excited though because last year, whenever we were playing with Zimmer's defense, they had to be disciplined and stay in their lanes and stuff like that, and they didn't like it. They didn't play to their strengths. Now that we have Eberflus, it's more of a fly to the ball, hustle mentality defense, and Odigizua was saying the other day, man, I would have made this play if we were in Eberflus's defense. Like he was going back and watching tape, and he was saying, man, if we would have been playing in Eberflus's defense, I would have made this play and that play that I didn't make because I had to stay in my lane, So we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be interesting to see this defense and them flying to the ball, and yeah, man.
What's up with you, Kendrick Thomas? I was just saying what's up to the folks in the comment box. What's up, Raymond Silas? Michael, what's up with you, Evan? I know everybody's asking questions about the running back room. I mean, my opinion of it is this: the Cowboys don't know. That's why you got a bunch of guys.
Facts. Yeah.
The official question for the Cowboys is they don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's the honest thing that you could say about the running back room. They don't know. Now, does it suck that should you be going in? You know what I mean, considering all the things that you can do to prepare yourself so that you would know at least something like the draft, free agency, all the things that you could do to the Cowboys chose not to, man. So it's what sucks is you still have those question marks. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have those question marks going into training camp. They're basically, instead of using training camp to train and get better, they're going to be using training camp to find out who their starting running back is in an offense where they say they're going to run the ball heavy. Like, to be honest with you, I love the George Pickens trade, but I felt like a running back, considering where you said your offense was going to be, would have been as important. Like, if you think you need a wide receiver, how do you not think you need a running back? And you're supposed to be just run the ball team first. Like, you're using the same eyes, bro. The same eyes that you use to look at your second receiver and third receiver and be like, damn, we need another dude. How are you not looking at using them same eyes to look at the running back room and be like, yeah, these dudes are who and who? I like Jadon Blue too, but bro, come on, man. Come on, dog.
Dang, Indiana came back and won the game. That's crazy.
He's not an every down back. Jaden Blue is not an every down back. He's probably going to be like a Tony Pollard type guy. I think Javante's probably going to be the bell cow, and then they're going to kind of use Jadon Blue to
Well,
be.
you know what I heard is Miles Sanders has been flashing, but I know we're just talking about OTAs, but they said that there's a significant difference in the way Miles Sanders looks compared to Javonte Williams. That's what Brian Broda said yesterday or the other day.
Oh, really?
And Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher was like, dude, he looks like when he played for the Eagles, Miles Sanders. He looks like Eagles days, Miles Sanders. He said he was.
Remember, they ain't got no helmet and shoulder pads on. I mean, all they got is helmet on, man. So
Yeah,
that's why I don't
underwear
be really.
Olympics. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why OTAs. That's why I don't never really report to. I always report on them because people like hearing it. But I personally don't understand why they even have OTAs because it don't really make sense. Like training camp is in 2 months.
Keeps them out of trouble.
Hey, you know what? I was actually thinking that too. Then it's
And
more about like legally checking up on them.
you're out there moving around too and getting your
Yeah,
body.
staying in shape, you know.
Yeah, staying in shape. And they're in the weight room and they're meeting each other.
Yeah, team building, first time head coaches like us.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like a schematic thing, it ain't because you got 2.5 months before all that's gonna be gone. If a dude's in shape today and literally in 2 months they could be out of shape.
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
Right. Well,
That's why I say, like, I think me personally, I don't understand what it's for, but I mean, I love it because I'm a content creator, so it gives me something to report on. I'm not gonna say I don't take it seriously. I just don't ever take it serious because you don't ever hear about anybody struggling in OTAs. You only hear about people doing well, really, really good. This person's flashing. This person's doing this. This person's shining. He's shining like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? They shining. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Sean Lee get hurt in OTAs by one of the linemen? Was it I forget who it was, but it was Zach Martin, I think, was backing up, and that's when what's his name tore his knee his rookie year in OTAs. But Sean Lee, man, Sean Lee was always getting hurt though, man.
Yeah. I loved him, man, but he was injury prone.
Yeah, his lower half of his body was just not good.
Yeah, and then Vander Esch was like. It was like
and Vanderich had neck surgery in college.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think our linebacker core is going to be pretty decent though. They said it's going to be better than what it was last year with Kendricks. So
yeah, our like two, I guess, concerns I really have is the defensive line and the cornerback room. Those are my two like question marks I have about this team. Other than that, I'm pretty
safeties.
confident.
You think the safeties are good?
Yeah.
Speaking of safeties, if we got rid of Wilson, we could get $9 million on the cap. And they're saying that Wanye Thomas is better, they think, in coverage.
Yeah. So. Younger too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like Donovan Wilson though. So West Coast is kind of cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, my service. Sorry about that, folks.
No, you're good. You're good. Well, all right. Well,
go ahead. Did you have any more? Shoot, yeah, I had a couple. I had a couple more things we could talk about if y'all wanted to go over. Got a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some time. I was gonna say, what do you think about the backup quarterback for Dak? And that's my last question.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My prayer, and I pray this every night, is I hope he's a good guy. I hope he pays his taxes on time. I hope he treats his wife well. I hope he goes to church on Sunday, and I hope I never see him play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I'm hoping so much good stuff on you because I just need this one thing from you, and that is that you never see the field.
Right. Yeah, we don't want Dak to get hurt. No.
Exactly. Like, bro, like I don't even like talking about my backup quarterback because it's like the only way I'm going to see him is if 4 is hurt. And if 4 is hurt, I'm telling you right now, I don't care.
What if he comes in and he's just like balling out?
Man, listen, I don't care, bro.
I doubt it. Yeah.
It just doesn't work like that. Like the reason why Dak came out of nowhere is because they hated on him, but Dak was a good quarterback in college. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying Dak should have been a first round pick, but he was a good quarterback in college. He just got Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? And then people are gonna be like, Shedeur Sanders is this great comeback story. No, he's not. The story is y'all should have picked him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the story. You know what I mean?
Over Shamar James, in my opinion. I think they should have got Shadur and let him battle it out because right now Milton is just like, yeah, I'm better than this other guy, you know. But
Milton's greatest trait is that he can throw the ball 70 yards, but bro, how often do you do that in the NFL?
you can do a backflip.
Yeah, he do. Yeah. He's very athletic. I like him. Seems like a cool guy, but like you said, I'd rather see him as a backup.
Yeah. Yeah, he can hold the water bottle. What else you want to talk about, man?
Oh, I was gonna say my last subject was Micah Parsons getting that paycheck.
Is
Yeah.
he?
That's probably not gonna happen until August.
And that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Jerry's gonna
explain why
drag
you
us out.
think. Go ahead, explain why you think, and I'll finish it up after you.
Well, I
You
just
probably
think
gonna take
personally, I just think that Jerry and the front office, they just want to drag this thing out all summer to keep the Cowboys in the headlines and just right before the season starts, sign Micah. That's gonna be like right before the Philly game, something like that. Just exactly how he did the Dak deal. That's what I think.
And the CD deal.
Yeah, it's just that this is how they do business. So
Yeah, because he says, what if he gets hurt in OTAs for the
He ain't
season?
getting hurt because he's not even there.
yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah.
Exactly.
In OT, that's another reason why I don't understand why they even have OTAs, because we know in OTAs they're only going like 70%.
If that.
If that, because they don't
Yeah.
have shoulder pads and helmets
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't
And
understand
I'm gonna
why.
tell you, if you play any level of like competition level football, you know when your helmets and shoulder pads are not on, or when your shoulder pads are just in shimmels, you're not going full speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's more about injury protection. Like it's more about us understanding what we're doing than actually doing it at this fast speed. And if we are going to do it full speed, why don't we just put helmets and shoulder pads on so that everybody stays safe? Because remember, we wear the helmets and shoulder pads to stay safe. That's why they wear it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna go full speed in the practice, they're gonna put on helmets and shoulder pads. If not, it's not about that. It's more about conditioning and you understanding the offense or understanding the defense or understanding whatever they're doing. And that's why they take the shoulder pads off and the helmets off, so you can focus on that versus focusing on the contact. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like it's more content for the content creators though. But to answer your question as far as Micah Parsons, I 100% agree with you. I think the Cowboys love getting what's called a 2-for-1er. Basically, what you do is you do one good deed, but you get two good positive responses from it. You pay Micah Parsons, which is the good deed, and then what do you get from him? You get a happy Micah Parsons, and then you also get to do what? Control the airwaves. Naturally. Why? Because you just gave this dude a big deal. So everything else that they want to talk about in the NFL, nobody cares. Why? Because Micah Parsons just became the highest paid, blah, 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 blah. And then it's a 3-for-1er for the Cowboys. Want to know why? Because jersey sales are going to go through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and my thing is this: when would you, if a large percentage of your money is banked on your ability to sell his jersey, when will his jersey be the most hottest? When it's not football season right now. Do people buy jerseys right now? Yes, they buy jerseys right now. But do people really buy jerseys like that? No, they buy them in football season. So if you want to have a national, and I'm gonna tell y'all, what I'm saying right now has nothing to do with football. This is business.
Exactly. Yeah.
This has nothing to do with football. This is business. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of agree with him when it comes to this, because this is business. This ain't football. This is just a business strategy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you were selling jerseys or you're selling Cowboy merchandise, you don't want to draw. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's why they were doing all that shady stuff with Pickens and his number, because they really didn't want to put the number out. You know what I'm saying? But they knew they had to. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was number 14 on one picture, number 13 on another picture. But what was the one way we knew it was for sure? When they started selling it.
Yeah.
That was the one time we all knew, nope, he's wearing 3. Why? Because they're selling that jersey now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So same thing with Micah Parsons. If you want to get that peak of jersey sale, because you're about to give him $34 million. How can I get that money back, or at least get a large portion of that? Sell merchandise with his face on it. So why would you wouldn't want to do that right now, because this is NBA, this is baseball. People aren't really accustomed to buying right now. When you want to drop it is right when the NFL season starts, right when everybody else is telling everybody to buy, right when people are thinking, oh my God, what jersey am I going to wear this year? Oh my God, Parsons just got paid. Let me go get his jersey. He's going to be a Cowboy for life. That's not what it really means. It just means he's gonna be a Cowboy this year and possibly next.
Yeah.
Facts.
But a long win answer. I agree with my guy Ken. I think it has 100% to do more with selling the idea of Parsons getting paid. Because what's the difference between paying him now and then paying him in a couple months? There's no difference, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and you know what else I thought about too? Think about this, fellas. And this is a crazy idea I be thinking though, but I'm a parent. You got kids?
Nah.
All right, when you got kids, you're gonna think like this, right? Right? If you give your kid an allowance, right? I realize if you give it to them on Friday, by Monday, the money's gone, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday and Sunday came. So you know when the best day to give your kids allowance? On Monday. You want to know why? You give your kid allowance on Monday, I promise you by Friday, they'll still have some.
Yep.
Now think about this. Same mindset. If you're Jerry, and I'm just being real with you, this does have a play in it. You're 85-year-old man. You look at these guys like they're kids. Do I want to give this kid $40-50 million and then he goes on vacation for 2 months?
No.
Nah.
No, you want to give him $40-50 million and then he goes to work the next day. And then he goes to work the next day.
Yeah.
That's smart, bro. Yeah. I never thought of it like that.
Because think about this, man. That's how you keep your players out of trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I think he learned his lesson when he paid Michael Irvin.
Yeah, because you pay these. Because think about this. You pay these guys. You pay these guys all this guaranteed. You literally guaranteed money means it hits their check right there. Boom. Signing bonus means they got that money right then. When my boy Jalen Smith got a $14 million signing bonus, he got a check that he put in his locker room for $14.9 million, and it was in his locker until after practice when he went and deposited in his bank account. I know that for a fact. They gave him a check for $14.9 million, and he put it in his locker through practice. And then after practice, he went and put it in deposit in his bank account.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of you don't, if you want to give someone this large amount of money, do you really want to give it to them and then they go on vacation for 2 months?
Or go buy a Lamborghini and get on the highway.
Yeah, bro. Like you want to pay these kids and then you see them. You see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you do it like that, they can't even really spend the money until when? Next season.
Right.
Until the season's over.
That's I never thought of that. That's
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna buy a hell of stuff off the internet, but anything that's worth them getting in trouble for, you can't. You ain't gonna have enough time.
right. Man.
You got paid and you got to go to work.
Yep. That's
And if I was and I'm gonna keep it real, if I was a business owner, I ain't gonna lie, that's how I'm doing it. I'm not paying $20 million and then you go on vacation for 2 months. Then you come back on, and then think about this. Then you come back because I just gave you $20 million, bro. You think you're gonna be working out? You just got out the hood forever. You think you're gonna be working out over these 2 months? No. Just like when they gave Tony Romo that $100 million and his ass came in the camp 100. He came out not 100. He was like 15 pounds of boy. I love Tony Romo too. So Tony, I'm sorry if you see this, but it was a good example, so I had to say it. But I love you, Tony. But yeah, they gave Tony Romo $100 million, and that dude still came to training camp over fat. Oh, fat, bro. And you be looking at him like, well, damn. How can you be mad at the dude? He was eating. He just got $100 million.
yeah, he's eating steak.
Steaks for breakfast, dog.
Right.
Tony was like, I've been eating steaks ever since y'all gave me that money. What you mean?
Man.
You know so that's and Jerry's old, man. So
Yeah.
I definitely think Jerry thinks like that. I definitely believe he thinks like that.
Oh, especially if have you seen Yellowstone, or not Yellowstone, but what's that show that he's on?
Landman.
Landman, yeah. Landman, man. He's a businessman. So yeah, another kind of interesting topic was Dallas thinking about Terrence Boston was talking about bringing in a tight end, Nkoju, or not Nkoju, but even though there were some rumors of Nkoju being traded, who was that tight end from the Falcons they were about to come in and get?
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts. My mind doesn't.
Okay. All right.
What do you think about Kyle Pitts or Nkoju along with?
I mean, I don't really want a tight end because I'm fine with the tight ends I have right now because the tight end use should go down. Like throw the damn ball to freaking wide receiver, Dak. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not trying to win games throwing the ball to the tight end all game. Like, get out of here.
Right.
Like, Like they say make America great again. Well, they need to say make tight ends not as important again for the Dallas Cowboys because tight ends have become too damn important, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they're too important. Like we should not have no tight end with no 800 yards, bro. Like that's wide receiver. Throw the ball downfield, Dak. That's what I got to say to him.
You know what I'm
When Dak be like, go give me a tight end. No, how about you throw the ball downfield?
Throw it to Turp, man.
Yes, bro. Like you got dudes like Turpin and Brandon Cooks. Like they actually tried to make it seem like Brandon Cooks wasn't a good receiver and he wasn't even getting the damn ball, bro. And then think about this: the year that Amari Cooper, they said he fell off. Dalton Schultz had 900 freaking yards. So it wasn't that he was throwing the ball to Amari Cooper; he was throwing the ball to the damn tight end. You know what I'm saying? Throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, I've noticed that he kind of has tunnel vision in the middle. It's like Dak's been scared to throw way out there lately.
Dak go one read, then tight end. I'm sorry, I love him. That's my dog. But I since I love him and I know him, I can say the truth. He gonna one read and tight end your ass.
Yep.
That's why the Cowboys don't even value the number 2 receiver. That's why they don't value him because they know he gonna look at CD. If CD not there, he going to that tight end.
Right.
And that's why they franchise tagged a tight end 2 years ago.
Tight end is his best friend, man, since he got to play with Jason Witten for a while. So
Facts, but bro, like one thing I love about Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes loves his tight ends, but he also loves to throw the ball deep.
I thought it was kind of dirty how they did Dez, Dak's rookie year when he had Dez. They didn't throw Dez wasn't getting the ball for nothing, man.
Nah. Dez was cussing everybody out. He still got 860 yards though. Went to the Pro Bowl, my dude.
Yeah, they were trying to say he wasn't getting any separation, but that's not the type of receiver he is.
And you know, and guess what? Dez didn't get separation. That's why he got 42 touchdowns of him jumping all over your ass, just jumping over you.
Yeah.
Like Dez, listen to me. If you can't high point balls, you need separation.
That's what kind of. I mean, Pickens, isn't he that type of player, kind of like a Dez?
Facts. He's not gonna get a whole lot of separation.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to just throw him the ball, and let him go up and get it.
If you can't aggressively tack the ball, then you need separation. But if you need because think about this: if you can create separation, then guess what? You don't have to high point balls. Why? Because you're already separated from the corner.
Yep.
You're only gonna have one. Like you're not gonna have this wide receiver that gets separation and high points ball because you don't need one of like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill doesn't have to be a jump ball receiver because he gets separation. He's wide open.
Yeah.
If you go look at Tyreek Hill, almost 80% of the plays, the time him getting the ball, he's wide open to begin with.
Right. Streaking down.
Then it's just track meet. Then it's just a track meet after that.
Facts. Yep. So.
But yeah, man. Shoot, man, we've been on here for about an hour though. It's been, man, I think I went through all mine. It was a pleasure being on here with y'all, fellas. You can always have me on here. I'm always with it.
Yes, sir. I'm getting kind of tired myself. Hey, y'all subscribe, like, comment, and share. We thank y'all for your time tonight, man. It looks like the Pacers came back and won, man. That's crazy because OKC was up all night. But yeah, we'll probably
I just like that 2 small markets are going after it. So I like that. NBA should thrill. Then 2 small markets are going after the championship. I know the NBA is loving that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do it again.
Because the NBA doesn't, these leagues, it don't really benefit them to have these big teams. It benefits them to have these small teams, like, you know what I mean? To win championships. The NFL don't even, the NFL, because of the way the marketing set it up, the NFL doesn't have any reason to really push the Dallas Cowboys because Jerry Jones has separated his brand so much from the NFL. That's why when you see marketing for the NFL, you never see the Dallas Cowboy logos. So it's like people be one like that's why I was telling everybody, like when Zeke got accused of what he got accused for, everybody's like, well, don't the league want him? I'm like, no, not really. Why? Because the league doesn't make money off the Dallas Cowboys. Because Jerry Jones has created his own entity. He has his own branding. He has his own party. Like that's why you see those, you said Budweiser, you can win 31. It always say 31 teams, even though there's 32 teams. Why? Because the Cowboys aren't involved.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of the stuff that other teams will get, Cowboys ain't gonna get. But they're gonna use us to sell tickets and they're gonna use us to sell them streams. But I could talk all night, man.
I could too, man. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we pick up anybody in free agency. What do y'all think? That's the last question I have, basically. Do you think we're gonna get anybody else?
Nah, this is it.
No, I don't believe so either. I believe if someone gets hurt, you will get somebody to replace that hurt player. But do I believe that we're progressively, like when they be saying getting better is a 365? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it's not.
They're probably not going to get Gilmore then. He'll sign with someone else. And
I mean, if Gilmore's here, that means Diggs is not.
yeah.
Because the Cowboys, man, the Cowboys don't believe and they weren't in the Wild Wild West movies. We only had one shooters. We didn't believe in having two guns, one on our hip and one on the left, bro. They didn't believe in that, bro. They don't believe in it. They just don't like. Think about this, man. It's 2025, and we're just now getting a realistic number 2 receiver. Like everybody else, been had number 2. The Cincinnati Bengals just gave their number 2 receiver $30 million. The Eagles gave their number 2 receiver $26 million 3 years ago. Yeah. We're 2025, and we're just now getting with the maybe we should be like everybody else and go get a number 2 receiver instead of having these older guys come in.
I think after they did that trade, they gave up our 4th round pick last year for a receiver from Carolina. Yeah, that was kind of
Mingo.
We're gonna see if he does good this year, though. What do you think, Ken?
Who, Mingo?
Yeah,
I hope he does good. We traded a 4th rounder for him. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of history in this league, so I don't know.
Yep.
My thing with Mingo, hey man, I say it like this, man. Like the Cowboys, they gave away a 4th round pick for a quarterback that never played, and that was Trey Lance. I don't know, man. The Cowboys will confuse you, and it's the last thing I'm gonna say. They will literally confuse you because they literally went and traded for Mingo, and before you could even see if he was worth a damn, they went and traded for Pickens. So you would think if Pickens is here that Mingo is not better than him. So then you would think what? That you would think that what? Then you traded a 4th round pick for your 3rd or 4th receiver? What?
Yep.
Yep.
What? So then my question is this that I want to ask you guys: is Mingo better than Cedric Wilson? Not Cedric Wilson, but my boy Tolbert. Is he better than Tolbert?
No.
Because if he's not better than Tolbert, bro, you just gave up a 4th round pick for a 4th receiver. That if 4th receivers are only on the field 2% of the time.
Yeah.
The only way you get the only way you get your money back on Mingo is if he's your 3rd receiver. And I want to know, how does he start over Turpin? Turpin's making $6 million. That's way too much money to only be running kicks back.
So he's your 5th receiver, if that. So
you don't trade for a 4th or 3rd. You don't trade for a 3rd receiver. You damn sure don't trade for no 4th receiver, bro.
They just need to stop trading for 4th round picks. Just stop doing that. Every time you do a 4th round pick trade, it's just a waste of money. All that money they had to pay Trey Lance for nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then you didn't even try to trade the kid to try to get some just boo-boo back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just get some, like, man, I can't get nothing, man. Let me get some chips, man. Trade me some chips for him, man.
Why Jerry Jones brings in somebody like that is because he wants to create competition with Dak. And then it's not even no competition, bro. Like, just stop.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But hey, man, go ahead. It's been a pleasure being on here with you, my boy. Let me know when you want to do it again, and I'm all for it.
All right, man. We'll get together soon. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit that subscribe button, share, and we will see you soon.
Peace. Never look down because it starts up. Peace.